Dr. Lavina, please share your several years of clinical practice experience in the field of mental health, crisis respite, employee assistance, and hospice in the USA.
Actually, I began my counseling career after my MPhil from NIMANS in psychiatric social work. I used to work for Chetana Counseling Center with another colleague of mine. We started a center here. And in 1994, I got a scholarship to go to the US for my PhD. And so I stopped my career here and then I moved to US. I completed my PhD in 1998. And while I was doing my PhD, I was also working part-time for employee assistance program at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. And I also got involved in the mental health field, Mental Health Center of Champaign County. I was a triage counselor for them and also a volunteer for Suicide Hotline, which is a 24/7 hotline for suicidal individuals. So that's where a lot of mental health experience I gained from my association with the Mental Health Center of Champaign County. After that, I completed my PhD in 1998 and moved to Texas and worked as a professor at Our Lady of the Lake University. And on weekends, I used to volunteer at hospice, Vita's Hospice. So the weekend job really got me fascinated about preparing people to death, people to die a peaceful death. And even though my university job was paying all my bills, my weekend job was giving me a lot of personal satisfaction. It is just end stage patients, terminal patients, and to be with them and in their journey and to accompany them in the final stage of their journey and also support family members. So that's what got me interested in hospice work. And I really, when I came back to India on leave, I realized people hadn't heard about palliative care or hospice care in my hometown. So when I went to the hospitals and asked them, what do you do with the terminally ill in the end stages? And the doctors told me, we just send them home to die. And most of them died very painful deaths without any painkillers. Some of them would have open ulcers and wounds, and they would get infested with maggots and stuff like that. So it was a very painful end to anybody's life. So after a couple of visits back to Mangalore and going how people are treated in the US, I decided why not start something on my own and work with the dying, prepare people to die a dignified and peaceful death. And that culminated in establishing this Ave Maria Palliative Care in the year 2008. I returned from the US after about 12 years of being in the US. In 2006 and 8, we got our facility open and open for service.